Welcome back to One Hot Bite. Melissa here, where healthy doesn't have to be boring. And I'm going to show you how today we are going to make a quick, super elegant, decadent appetizer. So we're going to do a seafood appetizer today. We're going to do scallop avocado tostadas. So these are baby tostadas, they're just little. We're going to use all these really fresh ingredients and we're going to really showcase that scallop because in all reality those are delicious and they need to just be the way they are because they are so good. So we're going to quickly put these together. We have three components of this. We have, of course, have the scallop. The second component we're going to have a little green salad that's going to kind of be on top of this tostada, and then of course the avocado. We're going to make a little guac that's going to go on this. These are going to come together really super quick. I want to thank you so much for being here. I love having you here every time with me. I love cooking with you. I hope you enjoy being here with me. And without further ado, let's get rolling. We're going to make our salad first. Okay, we're going to start with the salad, and this is 1 cup of sliced romaine. We're going to slice it really thin, and I'm going to even do it the crosswise so that it is just tiny because it's going to go on top of these mini tostadas. The recipe I'm going to have listed down below is for 24 appetizers. I'm not making quite that much today, so keep that in mind. The next thing we're going to go ahead and do is chop up very fine 1/4 cup of fresh cilantro, and we're going to mix that together really well. This is our nice fresh salad that's going to go on top of these tostadas. As soon as this is all mixed together, we're just going to mix it together very lightly. We're going to cover it with some plastic wrap and stick it in the fridge and chill it until we are ready for the next step. Now we're going to go ahead and make the guac that's going to go on the top of these, the guacamole. We're going to use 2 ripe avocados to go in this. We're going to stick them in a bowl and just smash them up really nice. You can do it as chunky or smooth as you prefer. I kind of like mine a little chunky. Running into those bits of avocado, those larger chunks, always makes me happy. So anyhow, we're going to mix this up. This is about where I like it. We're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of lime zest to this as well. So I'm just using a little zester. We're going to zest this up, add it to the bowl. And the next thing we're going to go ahead and add is I'm going to take that lime that we just zested a bit of the skin off. I'm going to slice it in half and we're going to add 1 tablespoon of lime juice to this as well. That keeps it from browning, gives it a nice little zest. The next thing we're going to add to this is just a smidge of salt, about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. All right, we're going to mix this up really good and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go ahead and cover this with plastic wrap and put it in the fridge to chill until we're ready. Now it's time for the scallops. I like to dry them on a paper towel, pat them nice and dry so that our seasonings stick to them and we can get that wonderful sear on top. So all in all, you're going to need about 12 of these scallops. And what we're going to do, so we don't run into this giant scallop chunk on top of these mini tostadas, we're going to slice them in half horizontally. Make sure your knife is really super sharp and you can just get through these really easily. They're so delicate, we don't want to tear them. Okay, as you work your way through all of these, you can just set them aside. But once again, we just want that nice, thin, beautiful little scallop that's going to go on these. Now we're going to go ahead and season them. I'm going to use the remaining 1/4 teaspoon of salt here. While I'm doing this, I have a cast iron skillet heating up over medium-high heat. We have a generous dash of cayenne pepper we're going to add to this, that awesome little spice that's going to happen. And it's going to be cooled with that avocado, so good. Here I have a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin and 1/8 teaspoon of paprika. We're going to add that as well. I'm just seasoning one side of these scallops, and then we're going to go ahead and sear them up nicely. Okay, and then I'm just going to pat that seasoning in so it sticks to it, and we're going to transfer these over to our hot skillet. I'm going to add just about a tablespoon of canola oil is what I used here, and we're going to set these scallops down and get that wonderful sear that's going to happen on top so they have that nice little crunch on top. So go ahead and set your scallops in here. We're going to do 1 minute each side. That's it. All right, let's check them. Those are looking perfect. So go ahead and turn these over. And we're going to give it 1 more minute on this side. This one tore a little bit, but that's okay. We're going to let him just simmer here. We're going to turn down our heat, and they're ready to remove. They look wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and put them on a paper towel, just let them sit for a minute, and then we're going to assemble these mini tostadas. I have retrieved the guacamole and the little salad mix from the fridge. We're going to go ahead and uncover those. They're nice and chilled, and we're ready to go. Now, I like to use the roundest, flattest tortilla chips I can find. You can use whatever you like, any brand you want. And we're going to go ahead and top it with about a tablespoon of avocado, depending on the size of your tortilla chip. We're going to put the guacamole first on these mini tostadas. Just smooth it out. This seems like a tedious job, but I promise it is not that difficult. Once you get your avocado on top of each of your tortilla chips, so you'll need 24 tortilla chips for this recipe. And then we're going to go ahead and put just a tiny bit of this salad mixture on top of each one of the tostadas that we've already built. This great little salad on top just adds that crisp, fresh, refreshing flavor. Nice, good veggies. Now we're going to take a scallop, one of those half scallops, and we're going to set it on top of each of our tostadas. And this is so easy. Putting together 24 of these for a party or a dinner party of any kind would go super. I don't know about you, but I think we did it. 45 calories per tostada. That's not so bad at all. We're gonna taste these, but before I forget, no crying in the kitchen. Thank you, 999 Things to Cook, the maestro. Go check him out. I'll put his link up here. He makes the craziest stuff. So we're gonna try these really quick. Let's grab one of these little tostadas. He's delicious. I'm gonna show you how beautiful, and we're gonna give this a try. See? I feel like I'm at a seaside cafe in some coastal state, listening to the ocean. That is so good. Everything blends together really well. You got a little spice of that cayenne in there, and then the avocado comes and cools it right out. This is one hot bite. Thank you again so much for being here. I will see you on Thursday. We're making Cubano sandwiches, but of course you know me. It's not gonna be a traditional Cubano, it's gonna be a nuevo Cubano sandwich. So I will see you on Thursday. Join me for some good sandwich cooking. Thank you again, Maestro. I love my t-shirt.